Alright guys, welcome back to another Opera Omnia video where we're about to recap what happened during the community live stream that happened today. And we're going to talk about a big hint that was noted during this community live stream for something potentially big to be happening in the next live stream in July. So we're going to talk about all of that in this video. So as always, if you guys do enjoy the video, consider liking the video and subscribing for future Opera Omnia content. So first off is going to be the Act 3, Chapter 3, Part 1, Dark Quickening, which will be released on June the 30th. With that, El Nash is going to be getting his BT weapon. Noel is going to be getting a rework and his LD weapon. And then he will also be getting his costume, and both banners will have a free multi. Also, both El Nash and Noel, you'll be able to realize their high armors to the 8-star armors. Alongside with the story release, there will be a token challenge event, the Dusky Winds, which will have limited time co-op quests, and all of this will go away on the 14th. Next up will be a new batch of level 80 awakenings plus World of Illusion support campaign, which gets released alongside with the story event. So what this means, now that we are getting this means that at the end of July we should be getting a new divine summon event. So that means extra resources towards the end of July. So with this, Sid, Kate Sif, Irvine, Noel, and Lise, they are going to be getting their crystal level 80s, and they will be synergy, super synergy for the divine Diablo. So if you missed out on this, or if you are a new player and you want to take advantage of getting those extra points to make the grind much faster, much easier, take advantage using these any of these three characters in a team to grind out those points much faster. Divine boosted in Divine Diablo's quest, Ultimate boosted in all Ultimate Summon quests. So do note that this affects all Ultimate boosted in Ultimate boosted in all Ultimate Summon quests, not the Divine, but in all Ultimate Summon quests. Half SP cost for Summon Trials, and additional of Ultimate Brothers Players missions. So there will be some missions unlocked whenever this gets released. So you'll probably see some like extra rewards pop up in your events, like little tab thing, or you know, where you collect your goodies and whatnot. So with that, next slide is going to be the Summer Festival Part 2, which begins on July 5th. So as you can see, they are going to be continuing their sales and campaigns. There is going to be new status badges that is permanent. There is going to be 16 days of login bonuses, which is dope. So in between those 16 days, there will be different login bonuses. So there could be pages for either the weapons or the armors. There could be those spicy nugs or the cool ranch nugs. And there will also be more free first multi draws. Then, with that, Strago's Lost Chapter, which will be released on July 5th, and Act 3, Chapter 3, Part 2. Excuse me, I don't know what that was. So, with Strago's Lost Chapter, Strago will be featured in the new story in the Part 2 of Act 3, Chapter 3, and the High Idoja's EX Artifact Orbs as Link Bell rewards as well. With Strago's event, his LD weapon will be reran, and also Ash will be getting a rework and her LD weapon, and she will be getting her alternate costume, which is her wedding dress from Final Fantasy XII. Both Strago and Ash will be getting their high armors realized, so you can max it out to the 8-star. And both banners, that banner will have a free multi-draw. And then in the Part 2, this quote-unquote mysterious character, even though it was shown in the first slide, which I thought was pretty funny, the quote-unquote mysterious character, which is Iroha, that is going to be the new character for next month. And she will have a free multi-draw on her banner, and she will be released on July 8th. And both banners for Strago and Iroha, El Nash's BT will be featured in both of those banners. So you have an opportunity if you are trying to get him in the free multis. If you don't get it in the first one, you have other opportunities in other banners. So that is that one. Next slide is going to be, now this one is going to be interesting because on the JP side, this was a complete mess, because what happened in the JP side is basically you needed Leo's BT. So how it worked is that this was like a 6-man party thing, right? And how this 6-man party thing worked is that you needed when you went into co-ops, the more encounters or the more players that had Leo's BT, the higher chance that you would encounter Gilgamesh, right? So basically it was pretty much like a pay to win event, right? But it was so bad because since not a lot of people were pulling for Leo's BT, it was not executed correctly, and the backlash that the JP community gave back to Square Enix, it just showed that it was not executed correctly, and because of that, they changed it up on the global side. So global players, believe me, you guys will not have to experience what I and many other JP players experienced when this first got released on the JP side. So how they are doing it on the global side is that there is not going to be a 6-man party thing. So it's just going to be a 3-man party. And the way they are going to do it is based on the quest level. So the higher the quest level, the higher chance that you have to encounter Gilgamesh, to get those Gilgamesh tokens to be able to exchange it for the goodies that you see on the screen right now. So you have a chance of exchanging it for a burst token, for the high armor tokens, and then so on and so forth. So they really changed it up, and this is a much better way compared to how it was before. And believe me, this is such a better way. And I'm gonna tell you guys right now, some of y'all, maybe a few of you might say like, oh, well, I kind of wish we had the way that JP has it. No, you don't. But trust me, it was a complete mess, and it was terrible. So that is how they changed it up on the global side. It is going to be based on the quest level, and that will increase the chances of you encountering Gilgamesh, so that you can get those Gilgamesh tokens to exchange for those goodies that you're getting from this event. With that, Leo, he is going to be the BT. He's going to be the character, the mid-month BT character. He's going to be getting his LD and his BT weapon. And his banner is also going to be getting a free multi-draw. He is also going to be getting a rework. Celeste is going to be coming back as well with her LD weapon, and her banner will also have a free multi-draw. Her costume will be back as well, and then both Celeste and Leo will have their high armor. Their high armor will be able to be realized into the 8-star armor. So and that will begin on July 15th up until July the 29th. Next up is going to be Kurasame's launch chapter, which will be on July the 19th. Now, Kurasame will be getting his the return of his LD weapon, and then with this launch chapter, Cypher will be getting his LD weapon and the return of Kurasame's LD weapon. Global players and any new players who has missed out on Kurasame's LD weapon, I highly 1000%, this is the only time I will tell you guys, do not pass up on this LD weapon. And I will say this whenever I do my in-depth video for this event. Do not pass up on this LD weapon, because this is one of the top overused LD car abilities ever in JP that is still used till this day in the BT Plus era. This is the strongest LD car ability in the game, and it is one that you should not miss out. And I highly recommend that you look into it, and you will see why. Look at some gameplay, look at some JP gameplay. I tell you guys, this is one to not pass up on. So with Kurasame's event, his launch chapter, Cypher will be getting his LD, and I believe he does get a rework. I'm not entirely sure, so we're gonna just stick that he is only getting an his LD, right? Kurasame is also getting his alternate costume as well. This banner will have a free multi-draw in it. Now, for the Dimensions and Transcendence number 3 is also going to be released in the month of July on July the 23rd. Now, there will be a new BT in this Transcendence, and there will be the token challenge, all the limited time co-op, so on and so forth. So with this right here, there will be a free 10 multi-drops and other fabulous bonuses. There will be a limited time missions for perfect clears in Dimensions and Transcendence. So with that, there will be daily hunts, there will be World of Illusions, Psychic Quest rewards, appearances, character appearances. Now, they didn't announce. There was one thing that they didn't announce. So this is actually separate. Excuse me. So I want to focus on this one. So for Transcendence 3, they didn't announce that Sephiroth was getting his rework, which was a little odd. So Sephiroth, when Transcendence gets released, Sephiroth does get his rework at the time of this release for Transcendence number 3. And if I'm not mistaken, I think there might be something else. Let me double check real quick. Let me check out the timeline. Let's check out the timeline real quick. So Sephiroth gets his BT, and he gets his rework for Transcendence for Transcendence 3. And Warrior of Light does get his LD. So you have an opportunity to pull for his LD. So Warrior of Light will be getting his crystal level 80. So you'll be able to use him for you'll be able to use him as an LD card is what I'm trying to say. So that is one thing to know about that as well. So another thing with this banner as well is that Porm is going to be released with Transcendence as well, and Porm is going to be getting her LD with Transcendence. So that's another thing that was not mentioned with this event. So those are two things that was not noted for some odd reason, but I'm guessing that they are going to be waiting until the next community live stream for them to talk about it a little bit more. Now, the next and final thing that I wanted to talk about in this video was going to be the next community live stream. So Joshua at the end of the stream hinted that that the next stream, which will be on July the 26th, he said that people should not miss out on this next live stream because it seems like there is going to be something big happening. So there is a strong possibility that we could potentially see our next Global First LD. So guys, mark your calendars and make sure that you don't use up all of your resources for the month of July, because we do not know exactly who it is that may be getting a Global First LD, or there might be even something bigger than that. You never know. But as of right now, it seems like there is a strong possibility that we could be seeing our next Global First LD in the month at the end of July. So hopefully we'll get to, hopefully we might get some teasers here and there before that actually happens. But guys, make sure to save some resources and prepare, because there might be a character that maybe some of y'all have been waiting for a good while. So with that, that's going to be it for the video, guys. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys are most excited about. Other than that, if you did enjoy it, consider liking the video and subscribing for future Opera Omnia content. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in my next video.